this? Must I talk like this? I'm from Cape Town. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name's Mikala. I've been here for 24 hours. So I will be honest, I got asked to do a speech quite a while ago. I don't know what to do with my hands. And I thought about it a lot, and I wrote a lot of things down. And then I realized that there's so many things that I could speak about. But this past week that we've had with Dom and everyone with us changed my entire speech, because the people that I've met this week have been so relevant to this party and everything else. And if I try and speak about our 15 years worth of memories together, I think I'm going to get like 3 people laughing, and everyone's just going to be quiet and crickets, and I don't do well with quiet and crickets. So just to give an introduction of how myself and Dom actually met, thank you actually in advance to Simonita and my mom for doing the very awkward introduction. Because our relationship, mine and Dom's relationship, has been nothing but awkward. I mean, not awkward, sorry, but the way we met. Yeah, it's a fun time. She hired me to do this. No, so we met really awkwardly, but everything else has been just amazing and spontaneous. But just to give you an insight, my mom and Simonita were friends with, they have family friends and everything else, and we had I think it was a Christmas Eve, and we were going to school together. We were going to start high school together, and basically my mom and Simonita were like, cool, so you guys are starting high school together, so you need to be friends now, and we're just going to pop you in a room while we drink and get completely retarded, and you guys can become best friends. And we were like, cool, that's fine. Cool. And we get into this room, literally just me and Dom, and we're just staring at each other, and Dom is head to toe in like pink. Gorgeous, beautiful butterfly, and I'm just head to toe in denim, and I just think I'm super cool gangster. And we were just sitting there, and we had nothing to talk about, but it gave us the best opportunity in grade 8 to have that awkward conversation and actually start our friendship, which has started the most epic, I feel, friendship with our entire group ever. And I don't know if anyone's heard us refer to the Wolf Pack, but we have I know it sounds super lame, I know, and we stole it from, Thank you, girl. It is a thing. Everyone's like, you stole that from Hangover. I'm like, no, Hangover stole it from us. After we stole it from them. But basically, the Wolf Pack is, we grew up together. It was myself, Kenya, Ruby, Cara, Shay, Inessa. There's a few more of us, but we're the Wolf Pack. And we started this a few years ago, and it's just been this group ever since. And it was funny because as we were planning for the wedding and everything, we're like, guys, how are they going to deal with us? Like, we're really weird, like we're cool, but we're weird. And I've never, ever met people in my life that are more like us. We never thought we were going to open the Wolf Pack up again. It was closed for business. And we've accepted so many more people because of this entire week. I've never met people that have come into my heart as much as everyone else. We know them so well. It's insane. It is. I have a talent, okay? No, really, I feel like I've known them my whole lives. Like, for instance, I won't look at Beth tonight because she cries at everything, and I will start crying, and then the speech is over, and my makeup is done. So I will not look at her. Love you, Beth, not looking at you. And, but like that's literally what it is. I met her last week, and I feel like every single person is just incredible, and I couldn't imagine a better unison than Dom and Tom. They're amazing, but you guys are just, the two families together are incredible. And then just on top of that, we had about 17 groups going for this wedding. One with Dom, one without Dom, one without that one without that one. And we tried this a few years ago when Dom left to the UK, and we tried it. It was her first birthday without the Wolf Pack. We felt it was really emotional. I'm not sure if she felt that way. We felt really emotional about it. And we tried to plan this entire gift, and we got really far, like literally sending the package. And was it me or you, Kenya? Can't remember. We both fuck up all the time. It was me. No, it was Kenya. And Kenya's like, guys, Dom's package is on its way. And she sends it into Wolfpack. I was just like, oh, jeez. Kenya, we got so far. Dom's just like, huh? I'm like, Dom, my friend at work, Dom. She's really great. We sent her flowers to the UK as well. Shame. Dom was a real trooper. She played along. I knew she knew, but like she played along. And we were so scared of doing this with all our groups the entire time. But we We got you successfully. We survived. This week was actually the toughest week of my life, but it was insane and it was amazing. And I just want to keep it short and sweet. And you guys, I was gonna say like me, but I'm just short. So, sounds guys, sounds. Yeah, but no. Honestly, to the couple, I've never met two people who would be more matched, and I didn't think you would bring a family into our family the way that you did. And I've never met people that I've gotten along with so well. And I'm so happy for you guys, and I can't wait to see your children because they're gonna be beautiful.
Thank you to Michaela, the maid of honor. So we've got one more speech before we start with that one. Dominique and I was chatting over emails prior to the wedding, planning for the wedding, and I asked her how she and Tom met. So apparently they met on a boat in Spain back in March 2017. I'll tell you a bit later before Tom's speech. But who likes cheese in the venue? Do any of you like cheese? Of course. And how's a wedding without a cheesy joke? So I went onto Google and I found the following. What do you do with a sick boat? You take it to the dock. And then why couldn't the pirate learn the alphabet? Because he was lost at sea. So I know it's very cheesy, but my prayer for you, Tom Dom, my prayer for you guys is that you'll never get sick of each other and that Tom will be the navigator of your lifeboat and you'll never get lost at sea. Okay. Cool. So up next, I'm going to call to the stage Tristan McKay, the bride's brother.
After those jokes, I'm not even nervous anymore. Okay, firstly, I want to say, Dom, you look beautiful tonight. Tom, you look alright. I'm joking. Tom, you look good, man. You look good. Okay, Tom, I can't... Dom, I can't believe I'm standing here and saying a speech at yours at Tom's wedding. Where's time gone? One thing I can say is that I'm the proudest brother, and Tom, we've done really well. On behalf of my family, I just want to thank everyone who's flown over from all the way around the world to be here today and to celebrate this special occasion. It's safe to say that I'm sure you all can see there's no lions walking around the streets in Cape Town. Growing up with Dom and going to the same school as her was great. I was really, really popular and had loads of friends until Dom left school, and then I realized, shit, they were using me. Dom's one of those people that will stick with you through thick and thin. But if you get on her bad side, I'm sure Tom will tell you, excuse my French, you better fucking run. I've experienced Dom stabbing a knife into my football, hitting me over the back with a chair, and biting me till I have a scar on my hand I can still show you guys. Whoops. One of the biggest regrets in my life, honestly, I still say this, is that when Dom failed the license for the first time, she came home crying and I was laughing. But I ended up failing 3 times. And that's still one of the biggest regrets. All jokes aside, Dom, you've really been a role model to me growing up. And you've been the best sister I could ever ask for. Fortunately, you got the good looks from our beautiful mom. I don't know where I got mine from. What I love is that wherever we are in the world, we always make time to see each other, no matter what. And you, Tom, thank you so much. Granny and Grandpa are looking down at you, smiling right now and thinking, what a nice guy that you've met. And I'm sure they would have loved to be in here right now. Everyone's here. Tom, don't worry, I'm not going to rip into you. You're going to have enough of that this evening. But Tom, you've got my approval 100%, and I'm sure everyone in this room, look at him. Tom, thank you for introducing me to your legendary family and making mine feel so welcome. I've always wanted a brother, and I've got one. And another sister Millie, and a brother Henry. Lastly, what I want to say is, Tom, can you please become a Man United fan now? Okay. Tom and Dom, hope you have a long, exciting life together. And we love you lots. I'm sure everyone loves you in this room. Hopefully. And God bless. Love you all.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Tom, good evening. Well, what a really special privilege this is for all of you. Before I get started on Tom, I'm Henry, Tom's younger brother. I've got no idea what Tom was on when he asked me to be his best man, but I'm really glad he did, because it's not every day you get an opportunity like this. Seriously, I'm really looking forward to this. Don't worry, Tom, it's all above board. But for any of you that want to know the stories that are not above board, come and find me later, and I will tell you. I've got to admit that speeches aren't really my thing, and I was a little bit nervous at first when I was asked to do the speech. But now I know what I'm going to say. I'm not worried at all. It's just Tom that I'm worried about. Okay, here we go, Tom. First thing I'd like to say is how really, really pleased we are when Tom and Dom got engaged. It's easy to see what Tom sees in Dom, and I think what Dom sees in Tom would make for a really good Specsavers advert. In fairness, Tom has always been a true romantic, so it came as no surprise to us when Tom got Dom's tattooed name on his... Well, I'm sure he'll show you later if you ask him. Go, go, go. Settle down, settle down, settle down. Tom asked me not to go on for too long, so I think I'll only go on for about 45 minutes. But really, I just want to give you a little bit of a snapshot about Tom, just a few brotherly words to update you on a few stories about Tom. So, let's start with Tom's nickname, Clubfoot. Clubfoot. How would a Yeti with 2 left feet come with a nickname like that? Being 6'3" and built like Tarzan, Tom could always kick a football further than anyone I know. It's just the direction that's the issue. Golf's another good one. You know when you swing a golf club and it comes close to your right ear? So this is not a lie. Tom swung a golf club so hard he managed to snap the club in half, giving him minor concussion. Needless to say, he's now restricted to the putting green. If anyone would like to see this, we'll meet outside later. Anyone ever been in a car with Tom? No? Seriously, I would not get in a car with Tom. I know it's easy to get a cheap laugh out of other people's driving, which is obviously why I'm doing this. But if you've ever wondered how to get a national mention on the BBC traffic bulletin. Just ask Tom. And if you want to know how long a tailback would be if you ran out of petrol on the main tunnel connecting Portsmouth and London, Tom's your man. Only at Christmas this happened, with Dom's family in the car. Who was the saviour? Miggs. Miggs drove the whole way through the traffic to try and fill up Tom's petrol tank. Tom asked Dad why it took him so long to bring the fuel. Dad's response was, well, you've caused the bloody traffic jam. Truly, Tom's driving is legendary. When a car swung into the local garage, demolishing the entry sign, they knew, oh, that's Clubfoot, that is. Want to know how to park a Ford Ka on its roof in a potato field? Look no further. Tom's your man. But Tom's skills don't stop at driving. To be honest with you, they don't actually start at driving either. And anyway, I know from my own experience that even the best drivers can be driving along in the middle of the night with the lights on and everything, when a badger suddenly comes out into the middle of the road and writes your car off. Anyway, back to Tom. Tom's not only got 2 left feet, he's actually an amazing artist. Not that kind of artist. After leaving school and fond memories of driving behind him, Tom moved on to college to further his glittering academic career. It wasn't long before Tom became aware of the college's flourishing party scene. The snag was that you had to be 18 to get into the clubs. He was 16, correct. So, like any rational thinking 16-year-old would do, he turned to counterfeiting. Tom and his mates decided to create fake IDs. Actually, the forgeries were really good, and Tom could easily have made a career out of them if he hadn't turned to ploughing up to potato fields with his car. Or breaking golf clubs with his head. Tom and his mates set off with their fake IDs to the club. They walked up to the bouncer, and the bouncer looked at him and said, no, you're not 18, mate, you're 16. Tom said, no, I'm 18. The bouncer said, no, you're not. Much to Tom's surprise. One moment. Yep. One moment. Lost my page. Hang on a minute. I got it. I'm just gonna find where I was. Shit. Okay. Anyway, Tom and his mates set off with their fake IDs. Up they go to the bouncer, and the bouncer looks at Tom and says, "What makes you think you're getting in here?" "Well, I'm 18, says Tom. "Not according to this, you're not. Trouble is, although Tom's a brilliant forger, he's rubbish at maths." Still, on the bright side, he only had 1 year to wait instead of 2. Anyway, I better move on, because blood's not just thicker than water, it's much more difficult to get off the carpet. Tom, you need no advice from me. You're an enormously fortunate man. And actually, Tom, in spite of everything, Tom's a pretty good bloke too. Who else would have the letter D tattooed on their port quarter and the letter M on their starboard? It's said that a man without a woman is like a ship without sails, and that a woman without a tender, and that a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. I know you all have a fantastic life together, but if the seas get choppy and the tender loses offender, it must be great for you both. Get it? Yeah. It's said that a man without a woman is like a ship without sails, and that a woman without a man is like a fish without a bicycle. I know that you have a fantastic life together, but if the seas get choppy and the tender loses a fender, it must be great for you both to know that you're not alone, that me and Millie are here for both of you, ready to put a steadying hand on your tiller, and that if in that special way that only adult and maturity can bring. Seriously, Dom, Millie and I are really proud to be able to call you our sister, and I know that Ned would say the same thing. So before I ask you to raise a glass to Tom and Dom, can we raise a glass to absent friends? Yeah. To absent friends. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and Tom, that nearly brings me to the end of my speech. For health and safety reasons, I'll ask you not to stand on tables for my standing ovation. Okay. Instead, can I ask you please to raise your glasses again for a toast to a happy couple, Tom and Dom. Oh, and the other thing I was supposed to say is how beautiful the bridesmaids look. Bridesmaids, you look beautiful.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone here in South Africa for making us all feel so welcome. And on behalf of my wife and I would like to welcome you all here and thank you so much for being with us to celebrate this very special occasion. It really does mean a great deal to both Dom and I to have so many people that we love and care about together in the same place. I think it's safe to say that many people, especially from the UK, have made a great deal of effort to be with us today. And that's something we'll both never forget. Hopefully the food, wine, and the spectacle of me trying to dance romantically later should make all those air miles seem even more worthwhile. I would like to start by thanking our unbelievable wedding planner, Tracy. She's been working endlessly, planning and preparing to make sure that we're all enjoying an amazing day. Tracy, we'll never forget what you've done for us. Thank you very much. It is with great sadness that there are some very special people who cannot be with us today. And in particular, I'd like to mention my brother Ned and my great friend Jake. They are very much in our thoughts, and today they are very much missed. So for Ned and Jake, and for all others who aren't here to celebrate with us for whatever reason, I'd like to propose a toast. To absent friends and family. Okay. Getting through it. Now, I wouldn't be stood here today surrounded by friends and family, married to the woman of my dreams, without some very special people in my life. My mum and dad, Migs and Joe. Dad, you have always been a great father to me, and I couldn't have wished for a more hard-working, committed, and decent man to be the role model in my life. You have always been there for us, and you are the most genuine and thoughtful man I know. And Mum, you have always been the kindest, most caring parent anyone could have wished for. Thanks to your hard work and dedication, we had amazing childhoods and always knew just how much we were loved. Together, you gave us a great start in life, and I would like to say thank you. Now, not only do I have a beautiful wife, but I also have a beautiful mother-in-law, Simonida. I would like to thank you for the warm and open welcome I would like to thank you for the warm and open welcome you have shown me since the very beginning. And if you bear in mind the first 3 times we met, I was sick in your toilet. It just goes to show how amazingly patient and understanding you are. As soon as I met you, I could instantly see why Dom is the very special person I've been lucky enough to marry. If we could just do something about her love for the Kardashians, everything would be perfect. Ashley, we're only just getting to know each other, but I'm already looking forward to the times we're going to share together in the future. Thank you all so much. I'd now like to propose a toast to the parents. Now, when it came to choosing your best man, ideally, I was looking for an intelligent, creative, and funny guy who could best tell the story of the epic journey that has brought me to this point. When suddenly I realized, I don't know anyone like that. I simply asked my brother Henry. Seriously, Hen. Seriously, Hen, you've not only been a great brother to me over the years, but you've also been a great friend. And it's a friendship that I trust and value. I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather have standing alongside me today. To Henry. Okay. And a mention for the ushers. So thank you to Tristan, Sam, Josh, and Ben. That's everyone, isn't it? I think. Tristan, Sam, Josh, and Ben, for all the good times and everything you've helped me become. I would like to give an extra special mention to Mr. Luxton for his amazing efforts in sorting most of the UK guests out with everything from hotels to fishing. From fishing, paragliding, and transport. Sam, you've been immense. And I know there are a lot of people here today that are very grateful for everything you've done for them. So thank you. Okay, so two much prettier guests. The bridesmaids, Millie, Cara, Michela, and Kenya. You're all looking absolutely stunning. Millie, I couldn't be more proud of the amazing woman you've become. And to see the friendship that you've now got with Dom really does mean a lot. Cara, Michela, and Kenya, I know what great friends and partners in crime you've been with Dom over the years, and thank you so much for organising an amazing hen do. Okay, to the bridesmaids. Okay, so, to my beautiful wife. Dom, you look incredible. And right now, I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, but the truth is, I've been feeling like that ever since we started working together on Lady Beatrice. Obviously, liking what she saw, it didn't take long before Dom made her move on a work night out. And we've been inseparable ever since. There's not many girls that would be happy with the first date where there are only about 3 words said. But from that moment, our relationship took off. Right from the beginning, I knew Dom was a special person and this was different, and I was right. And so over the first weeks and months, I came to discover that Dom isn't just beautiful, she's also the most caring, thoughtful, and kind person I've ever met. She has an energy and enthusiasm for life that is completely infectious, and there's no mystery why she plays such an important in so many people's lives. She is simply a very special person. That day in Saint-Tropez when we sat overlooking the bay and you said yes was the happiest day of my life. Because in that moment I knew the most special person was going to be part of it forever. Dom, I'm so happy to be stood here today as your husband. And I'm so excited about the adventure we're about to begin together. I love you, Miss Harris. I would now like to propose a toast to future health and happiness.
Ladies and gents, let's also raise our glasses to the couple, Tom and Dominique Harris.